What's up? We're going to continue our ladder climb, and this time I'm going to be using multiple teams. So we have an SD Bisharp team, we have a Dragon Spam team, and we have a Hail team, and the idea is to really get a lot of different teams and to see how to use different teams on the OU ladder. And I've gotten all my teams from the team building lab, which is on Smogon. Let's see, we have a pretty interesting team right now. It's like, is it Trick Room? It looks like it's Trick Room. It's very unconventional, but it does look like Trick Room. It's unclear what the lead is going to be. It might be Copperjaw to get Stealth Rock up, but no matter what he leads, Landers is going to be a good lead. So he goes Ranunculus. He's going to Stealth Rock, he's going to Trick Room here for sure. Let's just U-turn, get damage. We get 45, that means it is offensive Ranunculus. We can go Slowking here. And we can do a lot of things. We can slack off, we can teleport. Let's teleport to see what kind of item it is right now. We're playing really safe right now. This might be Shadow Ball, it's leftovers, which won't do too much. Let's teleport and see what we can do from there. He goes into Copperjaw. So that tells me the Ranunculus probably couldn't touch Slowking or it couldn't do enough. So now we can just go to Lando here, we get the Intimidate off. I'm still a little worried, like what is this going to do? Right, so let's just throw off an Earthquake. Maybe he'll go Shinotic, we don't really know, but Earthquake is the safest play, it hits everything. So let's get that Earthquake off, and then versus Shinotic, we have to be a little careful about how we proceed, but it should be fine. Right now we just have to identify our win conditions right now. He does Heavy Slam, which does not do enough damage. 97, now we can U-turn, and our win condition, well not a win condition, but we're going to try and get Dragapult into an attacking position. Because if Dragapult can start spamming Shadow Ball, there's nothing that can switch in. So that's going to be our goal, really. So he goes to Dusclops now. Interesting, I don't know what Dusclops is going to do, but one thing we can do is we can get Stealth Rock up for Copperjaw to not come back in again. So let's go ahead and do that. It's unclear what Dusclops can really do here. But let's just get our Stealth Rock up for Copperjaw and then for Chandelure as well. And notice how we're not really taking any risks right now. We're playing it safe, we're keeping the game in front of us, and we're just playing as normal. Now he's probably going to Trick Room again here, so let's go to Slowking just to see what's going on. He does Trick Room. He might Will-O-Wisp here, we don't really know. Let's teleport. I don't mind if Slowking gets burnt. Yeah, see, he goes to Conkeldurr now. We can teleport. And we have to be careful, Conkeldurr can be Ice Punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Lando to first get the Intimidate off. It's always useful to get an Intimidate off. We get the Intimidate off, and now we go to Skarmory with Rocky Helmet. So it might be Ice Punch. It is Ice Punch, yeah. See, so we get the chip damage, it is Life Orb, and now I'm still scared of this being, for example, a really powerful attack. But we should be able to live because we got the Intimidate off. So let's Roost here, any potential damage, we can just Roost it off. And if he goes Chandelure, we can deal with that later. He goes to Copperjaw, okay. Sacrifices Copperjaw, good play from him. Now Chandelure comes in, and we do have to be careful versus Chandelure right now. We do have options like Slowking, Clefabelle to an extent, and we don't know if the Chandelure is like min speed or max speed, so we have to keep our eyes in front of us right now, make sure we can handle the Chandelure. But nothing on his team really looks threatening at all because Conkeldurr can be handled. He goes to Dusclops, probably because he wants to set Trick Room up again. So we have options right now. We could go Dragapult, but that's risky. We could go Bisharp, a little risky too. But I feel like the Dusclops isn't threatening enough, so we can go Dragapult on the Dusclops here. Yeah, so he doesn't know what he's doing right there. Let's throw off a Shadow Ball. And Shadow Ball might not kill because Dusclops is really, really bulky, but it is going to be good damage right now. Shadow Ball, yeah, doesn't kill. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what he does right now. He might have a Ghost-type attack. We don't know. Let's go Slowking, and then teleport after we take whatever hit. Pain Split, okay. And let us just teleport here. He uses Nightshade, yeah, so the Dusclops is not a threat at all right now. We can even go Dragapult here. And what is he going to do? He can't touch us, right? So let's spam Shadow Ball here and finish the game off. Well, not finish the game off, but he can't switch in at all. Trick Room is going to run out. It's going to be a nightmare to deal with Dragapult for him. Yeah, he goes to Conkeldurr, that should die. Oop, doesn't die. But what we can do is we don't need Skarmory for anything else, so we can use Skarmory to take the hit with Rocky Helmet. So there we go, Rocky Helmet dead. And now, yeah, he's going to lose the game to Dragapult sweeping. He goes to Ranunculus here. Let's start getting spikes up. No reason not to. He does Trick Room here. Let's go Slowking. Oh, it's Calm Mind, which is interesting. Calm Mind is very interesting, but if we time it right, Bisharp can knock off and kill it, so that's not an issue as well. He's Calm Minding again. Now, what we have to do is we have to slack off now and then teleport next turn. So now we can teleport. See, now that we've teleported, we can go to Bisharp now, and we can hit him with the knockoff right now. See, knockoff does a lot of damage, and his team is going to fall apart versus our Swords Dance Bisharp right now. It's very unclear what he can even go to right now. Maybe Chandelure. He goes to Shiinotic. Let's hit him with the Iron Head here. I don't know if it'll kill or not. It does kill. So, oh, okay, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. We can Sucker Punch the Chandelure. And even if it is like some substitute variant, Dragapult has Infiltrator. So let's Sucker Punch here. Of course. Now we can go to Dragapult here, and we should clean up the game here. Let's go and search for another game right now. Shadow Ball will kill Dusclops, and then it'll kill Chandelure as well. Let's get another game. And the next game, we're going to be using Toxapex. And I really like Toxic Spikes in low ladder, simply because a lot of teams don't really prepare for it. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, this game's over. We move up. Let's get one more game. We get a game, and this is a Trick Room team. Looks really interesting. He's probably going to lead with Haterni, maybe? Haterni is going to be interesting to deal with. We can probably lead Dragapult and U-turn into Zapdos, maybe. We can lead Lando too. Let's lead Dragapult here. He leads Cresselia. This is probably going to Trick Room right now. So we do have options. We can Thunder Wave. We can do a lot of things. Let's Thunder Wave here. And the reason we Thunder Wave is just to maximize odds, right? Thunder Waving something is never going to be bad. So let's just Hex here. 60% damage. He hits his Trick Room off. This might be Moonblast, it might be many things, we really don't know, but we can just Hex here. This might be Lunar Dance too, right? But anytime we can get damage off, we'll take it. Fortunately, he does get Paralysis, and now we can kill it. And now we're going to have to manage our resources. He does have a Glasteer, which could be really annoying. He goes to Dragonite, which I'm not sure is really that threatening at all right now. It might be Banded Dragonite, we don't know. We can go Toxapex immediately to Haze. It's unclear what his plan is right now. He uses Outrage, that is Banded Outrage, okay? That is Banded Outrage. Let's go to Scizor here. Whoa, and he crits us too, okay. But we should be slower. I hope we'd be slower. Let's Roost here. Yeah, we are slower than that. Yeah, he does 50, that is a lot of damage. So that is a threat. Dragonite is a threat right now. We could Bullet Punch here, just to get damage off. Let's try that. He goes to Haturn. Bullet Punch is going to be doing 57. And we are low ladder, so sometimes I would predict maybe, but now I'm not going to predict anything. I'm just going to Bullet Punch here, and we get the kill. And now it's really interesting to see what he goes to right now. Cursola, maybe? We can probably Roost. He forfeits, okay. Let's get one more game. This wasn't really a good game, like he forfeited by turn 10. Let's get one more game with Toxapex. And right away we can see that he's pretty weak to Toxic Spikes, right? Toxic Spikes can hit Slowbro and Haxorus. Let's go ahead and do that. He leads with Haxorus, okay. This is going to be tough. Do we Haze, Toxic Spikes? What do we do here? Let's Toxic Spikes here. I don't think he'll Dragon Dance immediately on a Toxapex, but we don't know, right? He goes to Zapdos, okay? We can go Lando and get a Toxic on the Zapdos. If we can Toxic the Zapdos, it'll be really good for us. He uses Discharge. Let's throw off a Toxic here. He goes to Slowbro. Okay, so it does get hit by the regular poison, which means it's probably like Rocky Helmet. We can't tell for sure. Let's U-turn here. Let's go to Hydreigon. He uses Teleport, good play from him. And one thing to note is that that poison is going to help out Hex Dragapult right now. So Hex Dragapult is going to be really good. And when you're playing against Clefabelle, wait a minute. The Clefabelle got hurt by poison. This is Unaware Clef. I was about to say you want to be scared of Flamethrower, but Unaware Clef doesn't really run it. So we have to be a little careful, but very interesting that it's Unaware Clef right now. He uses Moonblast that does a reasonable amount of damage. We can Stealth Rock, we can do a lot of things right now. Let's Stealth Rock here. Hazards are always good. Stealth Rock here. He uses Knockoff, which is interesting. We can U-turn now, and we can go to actually our Scizor. And the reason I like Scizor is that we can start knocking things off. Something has to take a knockoff. Heatran, Zapdos, whatever it is. Knockoff is always guaranteed damage, right? 14%. He knocks off here. Let's Bullet Punch. It seems like he's sacrificing Clefabelle. So look how we've accumulated the pressure. We have hazards up. He goes to Heatran now, but it's going to be really uncomfortable for him to actually deal with it. We have the Heatran counter in Hydreigon now with Earth Power. We can honestly Nasty Plot here too and go for the win. Let's go ahead and do that right now. He doesn't really have many options right now. Lava Plume, let's Roost here. He can't touch us, right? Let's Roost here. That might be Assault Vest Melmetal, but I doubt it. Now, let's go for the win right now. Earth Power here. And Hydreigon should be cleanly sweeping right now. He has Haxorus maybe. I don't think it's going to be Scarf Haxorus, so we can probably just outspeed right now. Metal could be Assault Vest right now. But yeah, basically when you're playing against low ladder, you really want to set your priorities. You want to A, get hazards up. You want to B, find out what your win cons are going to be and what your opponent's win cons are going to be. He does leave the game right now. So let's go ahead and get one more game. And let's keep going with this Toxapex team. And we're fighting Mono Electric. So, Mono Electric, huh? Toxic Spikes are going to be good. Let's lead Toxapex, and hopefully we can get a Toxic Spike off right now. Yeah, we should be able to get it up, so Mono Electric, unfortunately, is going to not be doing well. I hope so, anyway. Have to find a way not to choke it. Our Toxapex is probably not going to be too useful right now. We could Scald here, predicting Sticky Webs. We could do that, or we could go Dragapult, we could go Lando. Actually kind of tough decision to make right now. Let's just Scald here. Okay, he does use Thunder. Okay. Let's go and Dragapult here. Let's throw off some Dragon Darts here. And we do have a lot of electric resists, but we have to be really careful about how we use them. So we get the Dragon Darts off right now. Let's throw off another one right now. 1, 2, we get lucky with the crit. But yeah, he's probably going to lose to that Toxic Spike racking up damage right now. He goes Zeraora. We can go Lando here, probably. Yeah, let's go Lando. He does knock us off probably. He does use knockoffs, but there is no switching. There might be something with Air Balloon, which is what I'm concerned about. So let's play it safe and go to Scizor here. Okay, he goes to Galvantula. We could knock off probably to knock off a potential Choice Specs, right? Let's knock off here. I hope we don't lose to Mono Electric. That would be pretty embarrassing. But I think Lando and Dragapult will have this under control. Let's knock off here. I mean, we can do a lot of things. We can Roost. The reason I don't want to Roost is because Thunder has a 30% chance to Paralysis anyway. So Roosting is like mathematically not a good idea because eventually you will get parried and you will get full parried. You can't stall out the poison. He does use Thunder. He does 49. He gets that full para I mentioned. And he gets a double para, which really does suck actually. He does forfeit though. I don't know why he forfeited. That's fine. We're almost at 1300. This Toxapex team is doing really well on the low ladder, so let's keep using it right now. He has this interesting team. It's like a sand team, but again, it's weak to Toxapex. So let's get that Toxic Spikes up. Slowking is probably heavy duty boots, but the rest of his team should be weak to our Toxic Spike. So let's get it up and get it up fast. He goes to Tyranitar. Let's Toxic Spikes here. He's probably going to get Stealth Rock up, but that is a trade we are willing to make. It's a good trade for us right now. Yeah, so we get one up, let's get a second one up. And if he goes Corviknight to try and defog, we can Scald the Corviknight. Yeah, he goes to Alakazam. Interesting. We do have to be careful, but we do have a Dragapult which can outspeed. Let's go to Scizor. Scizor has good special bulk. Let's go to Scizor here. He uses Nasty Plot. Focus Blast might kill. We could be aggressive and go Dragapult, but Dragapult is too risky right now to go on a Focus Blast, right? It's too risky. Let's just Bullet Punch and play it safe. We do 60. Focus Blast does... Oh, that does less than I expected. Yeah. We could have gone Dragapult, but from a risk-reward perspective, it was not worth it to go Dragapult. Because what if he made some play we didn't expect? Can we Roost right now? We are fast, but we probably are not in a position to Roost. Who knows? Let's go for it right now. Yeah, we are fast enough. We can knock off the Corviknight here. And if we can get a Scald Burn on Corviknight, then Toxic Spikes are going to be really good with our Toxapex, right? He U-turns, we remove the Corviknight's leftovers. He can go to Dracozolt maybe? Yeah. Dracozolt commonly runs Fire Blast. So let's go to Lando, get the Intimidate off. He uses Draco Meteor, good prediction from him. He knew I would switch out of the Fire Blast, so good prediction from him. Now, we have a lot of options, really. We can go Toxapex, we can go Hydreigon. Let's just go Toxapex here on like a potential Draco. Yeah, he goes to Corviknight. Again, we can use that as an opportunity to get Toxic Spikes up right now. Let's go ahead and do that. He might go to Alakazam again, potentially. And slowly but surely, his team is actually getting weaker and weaker to our Dragapult right now. He goes to Dracozolt here. Now we're going to have to start making predictions. We can go Landorus maybe, we can go Scizor maybe, but we're going to have to make predictions probably. So what do? If we go Scizor, it's not the end of the world. Scizor is not as valuable as it could be. Let's go Scizor here. Let's see what he does right now. He does use Bolt Beak. We do die, unfortunately, but we can go Dragapult now. And like, it was a play, right? We could have done many things. We could have gone Landorus, but it was a risk. No matter what we did, we would have had to predict right there. So we get the Dragon Darts up. We're doing a lot of damage actually. Let's U-turn right now. And that Dracozolt can actually be a problem, so we do have to play carefully, and it will come down to predictions at some point. But fortunately, we do have Toxic Spikes up. So let's go Lando now. He's probably going to get his own Stealth Rock up right now. He uses Stealth Rock, that's fine. Let's get our Stealth Rock up now. If he stays in, Tyranitar will die, and then he won't have Sand for the rest of the game. So he does switch out as expected. And we're healing back up right now. What do we do here? We could U-turn potentially into Zapdos. We go Zapdos, he defogs here. Now we have a free Discharge. We have a free Hurricane too if we predict Garchomp. We have a lot of options right now. We could go Lando too. Let's just Hurricane predicting Garchomp. There we go, we get a Hurricane off 51. Decent damage, get the Confuse as well. This is probably Sand Veil. Let's go Lando just to get Intimidate off. He goes to Slowking. Interesting. We could Stealth Rock right now, but I'm scared of taking damage and potentially dying. But we could Stealth Rock right now. Stealth Rock, it would help versus Tyranitar, for example. I think it's worth the risk actually. Let's Stealth Rock right now. He does use Scald, we do die. But now Hydreigon is in a very commanding position. We can Dark Pulse, we can do a lot of things, and his Sand is going to run out. That's the main thing right now. Sand is going to run out. We get the Dark Pulse off, we do 68. Do we flinch? We do flinch, fortunately. Now we're going to throw off another Dark Pulse, and it's unclear what he's going to do. Is he going to go Corviknight after sacrificing Slowking? He goes to Tyranitar, and he doesn't have Sand for the rest of the game, and that is going to be really big. He won't have Sand for the rest of the game right now. He goes to Alakazam. We should be scared of Focus Blast. It could be Dazzling Gleam as well. It's going to be a little tricky right now. Let's go to Zapdos on a Focus Blast or a Dazzling Gleam. Focus Blast, okay. We do take 20 only. We can Discharge potentially. We can Hurricane potentially. A lot of options right now. Let's go ahead and Hurricane. Hurricane risks miss, but it does hit Garchomp on the switch in. Let's Discharge here. Keep it simple, keep it safe. He goes to Slowking. That should die, I think. Oh, Slowking is bulky. We do get the Paralysis, which is good. We can do a lot of things. We can Roost here. We can Hurricane. Let's Roost up here. Yeah. Now we can Hurricane. We should be doing a lot of damage right now. And obviously the concern is him using Scale Shot and outspeeding. Hurricane, he's going for it, isn't he? Let's Hurricane again. Is he going to substitute again? Let's try and be aggressive and go Dragapult on the substitute. We do get it, and now we can Dragon Darts through. So this was actually a tougher game than it should have been rather, because that Dracozolt was a lot of very problematic to deal with. So we were able to beat the Dracozolt by pressuring the Tyranitar instead of the Dracozolt. Here he goes to Corviknight now. Let's Thunder Wave here. Again, nothing on his team is really going to be threatening now. We outspeed everything, and he doesn't have Sand anymore. So the key to breaking down the Sand team was removing the Sand setter, Tyranitar. We Thunder Wave here. He defogs. Not good enough, really. Hex is going to be too powerful. Hex 50. He does U-turn, but U-turn into what? Everything is going to die. So yeah, this is going to be wrapped up right now. He goes to Dracozolt. We're going to Dragon Darts here. No switching at all. It's cleaning up right now. 1, 2, we get it. Now what does he go to right now? Everything is going to die. Garchomp dead, Slowking going to die, Alakazam going to die, Corviknight going to die. He is going to forfeit the game. Keep getting our kills right now. Let's load up another one. And I really like this team, so I'm actually going to keep using the team right now. It's really good versus low ladder. And we finish him off. We move up to 1320 right now. Here we have another team that is pretty interesting. He's probably lead Swampert. We could lead Dragapult, we could lead a lot of things right now. We could knock off the Swampert as well. It looks like it's a team built around Hawlucha, which is always really fun. We have Zapdos for Hawlucha. We could Toxic Spikes maybe. Let's lead Scizor and try and knock off the Swampert. He leads Koko. That's interesting as well. Knocking off Koko is always a good idea. He might U-turn predicting Lando. I don't know for sure right now. You know what? Let's go Lando on the electric type move. He does U-turn there, no problem. What does he go to now? Does he go to Swampert? Lando, it could be Choice Scarf Lando, it could be Swords Dance Lando, maybe? He goes to Kartana. Is this banded Kartana? We do have Zapdos, we do have Toxapex. I wonder what he's going to do right now. He's probably going to knock off, right? He's going to knock off, so let's Stealth Rock on the knockoff. I don't know why you would go Kartana versus a Lando when you had a Swampert, you had a Lando. In any case, we're just going to Stealth Rock right now. Yeah, he does knock off. That is like a lot of damage. Now we can U-turn. We get the U-turn off. He goes to Swampert. He takes a crit. Let's see if we can knock off the Swampert right now. If we knock it off, it'll open up the game later. Hydreigon can break through, Dragapult can break through. So the knockoff is going to be worth it right now. And on its own, Scizor can actually win the game too. So let's see how it works out. He uses Earthquake, does 44. We can roost that off. He uses Earthquake again, 47. Let's go Lando here on the Earthquake. And if we can break down Swampert, then Zapdos can become really good too. Oh wow, really good prediction from him. Now he goes to Kartana. Let's go again to Toxapex right now. He uses Leaf Blade, 63, that is banded probably. We do have the static Zapdos. Let's see how much that takes. 34, Paralysis, always good. That was a really good Paralysis. Now we can throw off a free Hurricane right now. We could go Scizor as well. Let's go Scizor, because going Scizor does two things. One, it covers the Slowking Galar, and two, it switches into Leaf Blade. Let's go Scizor here. He goes to Lando here. It is Leftovers Lando. Let's knock off the Lando. It is Defog, okay. So it's Stealth Rock, Swampert, Defog, Lando. Now we can probably go to our own Lando on the Earthquake, or we can Roost. Let's try Roosting right now. He uses Stealth. Oh, then what is that Swampert? Is that Rest Swampert? That is an interesting Lando set. Let's go to our own Lando, I guess, on the Earthquake. Let's get our Stealth Rock up now. Really interesting Lando set. Yeah, let's get our Stealth Rock up now. He goes to Swampert, but that is going to take a lot of damage from Earthquake. It might survive, but it's going to be taking a lot of damage, definitely. 41, flip turn. So now he goes to Landorus again, but we can probably just spam Dark Pulse right now, get really big damage off. And the damage is going to be useful for Dragapult later in the game. So let's throw one off. Dark Pulse 55. Is he defogging, U-turning? He's defogging, okay. We can Dark Pulse, we can Earth Power, predicting Tapu as well, but I'm not that risky right now. He goes to Swampert, okay. So why would you defog just to sacrifice anyway? Whatever. Scizor is looking good. Scizor has the potential to sweep right now. He goes to Koko. He went to Koko. What do we do versus that? We can Earth Power here. Just as a sacrifice right now. Yeah. Now what do? We can go to Dragapult and throw off a Hex right now, get some damage off. We get damage off 42. Yeah, we're going to get damage off, and we want Scizor to win late game. That's the idea. So now we can go to Scizor. We can Swords Dance here, I think. Yeah. He uses U-turn, okay. Let's SD up. He goes to Slowking Galar. Let's knock off. We should outspeed. Yeah, we are going to outspeed. Then what is he going to do? Yeah, we get the kill right now. What is he going to do? He doesn't have a lot of Oko power, right? He goes to Kartana now. Let's knock off here. I wonder what he's going to do right now. But if we can remove the choice band, it's always going to be good, right? Use his knockoff. 59, okay. We remove the band right now. But what do? Do we preserve Scizor or not? That is the question right now. In fact, we remove the choice band. How much damage is he even going to be doing to us right now? Let's Roost here. Okay, he does get the kill. But now we can go and discharge with Zapdos right now. Yeah, we get the kill right now. And what is he going to do? Tapu Koko, he goes to Lando first. You shouldn't be going Lando first. Yeah, okay. Now what is he going to do? He's going to go to Koko. That's fine by me. We can roost off the damage. Should we? Is it the damage something we can roost off, actually? Let's go for discharge here. He gleams, okay. Now we can discharge the Hawlucha here. And we should be doing a lot of damage. Yeah. And we get the paralysis, but we won anyways with Toxapex. So a really good win with Zapdos here. And the key for the game was understanding that Scizor could potentially be a really good breaker. And we're going to get the win right here, yeah. We move on to 1350 right now. That's going to be the end of the live. And if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe.